The Brandon Peters Show may contain explicit language and detailed plot points. For more information on the show, stay tuned to the end of the episode.
Happy 4K Blues Day, everybody. Brought to you by WhySoBlue.com. I've got another week of exciting new releases, old releases, some things that are beyond Blu-ray, and then some things from home media past this week. It's a pretty exciting one. If you think somebody holding up movies and stuff in front of that camera is exciting, but hey, I appreciate you watching. I'm having fun doing this. I enjoy bantering with you all in the comments and your enthusiasm for it, so thank you. But let's get right to it. This week, maybe need some help get my first one. Haha. Brand new today on Blu-ray is Doctor Who Flux. And by my estimates, I enjoyed it a lot. It's a fun little serial for Doctor Who. They went with all in on a full-on 6-part serial for the season. It was shortened by COVID-19, of course. They shot during a pandemic. It's a 2-disc set. This is her, Jodie Whittaker, as the 13th Doctor's final full season. I will admit, the middle of this is pretty great. The start, episode 1, the Halloween apocalypse, and the last one, the Survivors of the Flux, those definitely felt crammed. Like, we got to introduce all this stuff, and then we got to wrap all this stuff up. So maybe this was at 1.8 episodes, and due to the length of time and stuff because of pandemic related safety issues and stuff, it took longer. But this is a lot of fun. My faves, the Centaurans, are back here, and I really love what Chibnall's done with them. I like him better than what Moffat and Davies did with the Centaurans. Pretty funny here, and pretty crude as well. There's a lot of new characters that are awesome. Carmen Nista, the dog alien guy, is great. And then I thought Swarm and Azure were just like disco sci-fi batshit awesome. Look, aesthetically, villain-wise, this was a lot of fun. There's an Alzheimer Angels episode hidden in this. It's just pretty cool. And Dan, it's like, oh, another old middle-aged white guy joining the TARDIS, and hard not to love the guy. Yaz is great. This is finally, for those of you wanting to see it, this is like, boom, she has arrived. She's been growing through the seasons. I have to give Chibnall and company that. But this one has some bonus features, nothing too crazy. The chapter 2, The War of the Centaurans, does have a commentary. That's cool. There's a lot of little stuff that was probably on YouTube already. I just got this. I haven't revisited it. It does not have Eve of the Daleks, the New Year's Eve special, which was terrific. And a great come down from this, and I'm looking forward to the Legend of the Sea Devils coming in just like a month or two. That's going to be awesome. And then Joey's finale, of course. But Doctor Who Flux, not to be confused with the card game Doctor Who Flux, which is really fun, and has a 13th Doctor expansion pack. That's available now. Pick it up. I've been enjoying the Chibnall run since Series 12. Series 11, I don't think it's bad. I just was like vanilla. But Series 12, Series 13, good stuff in my book. Pick up Doctor Who Flux. Coming newbie from last week from Criterion, the Miller's Crossing. Fortunately, this wasn't a 4K title, but they did do a new 2K scan on it. The Coen Brothers' third movie, and it is a nice little noir. Of course, if you've seen their career, they know noir like back of their hand. We got of course, one of these nice flip outs. I've watched this. It looks, sounds marvelous, better than ever before, better than the previous Blu-ray, which is kind of just like a toss out there. This has archival featurettes. It has new featurettes, and what I like about the new bonus features on here is they're very focused. They have an author, and she sits down for different interview sessions. She has the Coen Brothers. She has Gabrielle Byrne with John Turturro. They've got score Barry Sonnenfeld with her, and she's got a real drive, a voice, a focus, and it really gives a character to the bonus features, which is really nice and terrific. And Criterion doing Coen Brothers, can't go wrong. So more of this from them. Hopefully some 4Ks coming soon, but easy pickup. And I haven't seen this yet, just arrived yesterday. Eager to. I know everybody was dogging it and stuff, but I was like, well, I'm looking forward to this movie. I just didn't get to the theater. There was so much to see, and this was on the lower end of the priority list. But The Kingsman on 4K Ultra HD. I really like the first two ones. The first one a lot. The second one's just like, okay, well, more of the same. I have some qualms with where they took some characters and plot of that one, but that's for another time. Kingsman, of course, prequel to it. You can also find this going to be on Hulu next week, maybe, as of recording this. But here's the ownership version. I do love that Disney is, while their Disney Plus exclusive shows haven't been showing up on Blu-ray or anything, at least the movies, this is a Fox title, but Disney owns them now, are arriving as well. But that's The Kingsman. Next up, I've got Target does buy two get one frees all the time with their media, with books, movies, music, all that stuff. I went in and caught up on my Criterion Andrei Tarkovsky movies, because for some reason I still only have Solaris and Stalker. So I picked up Ivan's Childhood from them during this little sale. I actually have not seen Ivan's Childhood, but this guy just watched Solaris recently around my birthday. I've watched that every once in a while on my birthday. It's good trivia for me or something, but it's just a trance movie. Like, and I love this guy's direction. He's moody. But Ivan's Childhood here. I'm not going to show you the whole booklet from Criterion, and these are old releases, so I'm going to set special this time. I believe this came out last year. Is Andrei Rublev. This one, I was reading somewhere that this one didn't get a theatrical release. Like, this was a good one, but not like it's like a tough spot for him. Go. But if you haven't seen Tarkovsky, start probably, I don't know, Solaris, probably a good start. It's got a poster, and some essay stuff on the back. This is one thing Criterion does too sometimes, is they'll do a poster in there. I know they did that with the Lady Snowblood ones, which is cool. So the other one, can you guess? Anybody guessing? Because it's pretty easy. It's Mirror. Trippy shit, that's what I'm talking about. Drop yourself some edibles, watch some movies, enjoy, think a lot. Here we go. Pop this open. It's got a book with it. These are just kind of, you get in tune with them and you go with it. It comes with a book. A lot of people borrowing from him. I mean, the new show Archive 81, anybody watch that one on Netflix? That one borrows from Solaris. Hell, it even remakes a bunch of Solaris. It's not shy about telling you it because the character watches Solaris in there. But that one is large on it. The movie Annihilation from a couple years ago with Natalie Portman. That one is very influenced by Stalker. So Tarkovsky, not for everybody. Of course, his movies are very long. Very ambiguous, very abstract, but they're gorgeous. Okay, next up, we got from Fright Rags. I have the Night of the Living Dead plastic figure collection. This is just like the Halloween ones from like 2 years ago. The crazy thing with this is I pre-ordered this almost a year ago. They've had some shipping delay, distribution delays, stuff like that. I feel bad for them. Like, this is a really good company, Fright Rags, and this wasn't their fault. And I kept getting so many like, well, it's coming this time, and then this time, and then this time, and then this time. Luckily, finally they said they had my birthday as the date they were getting them and shipping them out. That was kind of cool. I know it's not their fault, but the thing was, they did awesome in keeping in contact and keeping people up to date with what's going on with them. When they had information, you got information. It was rather rad, and good job to those at Fright Rags. Let's open this up, take a look at these figures. Of course, easy to highlight here. is the glow-in-the-dark George Romero. I don't know if you can see this very well. These are very one-colored. And let's get to it. So Ben, of course, torch and the shotgun. They're gray and darker grays, which I'm sure it's gray and black, but I have not had much of a chance to open it. This looks like Judy. Action pose. Take a look here. Got a zombie. Oh, this is the tin iron zombie. I'm sorry, focus and whatever, not great. We have Ben, not Ben. Got Tom. So when he's pouring the gas, make the whole action scene. Wow. The little girl from the Karen Cooper. After she comes back, that's a cool pose. That's awesome. And lastly, from this group, we have Johnny. We're coming to get you, Barbara. Right there. Johnny gets to make this set actually twice, I believe. There's Helen Cooper. Oh, these are the darker ones. Oh, so good. Sorry if they're blurry. Fun stuff, though. And then we have the OG zombie. Or is this... I can't tell which one this is. There's two of them. Yeah, this is Cemetery Ghoul. Bill Heinzman. I actually met him one time, a couple years before he passed, but cool dude, great guy. Now we have, what are they? Hospital Gown Ghoul. This guy. These are probably looking horrible, but they're here. You can find them online. Got Harry Cooper. One of the biggest a-holes in cinema history. Such a good one, though. Such a good a-hole. Like seeing what happens to him. And then you have Johnny Zombie. So he made it twice. Got with his cool driving gloves. And lastly, you have Barbara. Interesting pose for her, but hey. Nonetheless, running. That's this Night of the Living Dead set. Sold out from Scream Factory. Really cool stuff. I enjoy these quite a bit. Tickled to check it out. All right. Now, lastly, one thing I wanted to show, because we talked about this week, was Star Wars, a special edition. I want to talk about my VHSs for these. All right. So we'll start with this. This is the THX editions of Star Wars. These came out in like 94, 95. And, well, I've got the copyright on them. So it says... This is on the side of the box here. I want to read this. I talked about it in the episode. It says, the appeal of Star Wars has gone beyond anything I could have ever imagined. I am pleased that for the final video release of Star Wars in its original version, we can present it with the best sound and picture quality yet available thanks to THX digital mastering. In the years to come, I hope you, your children, and your children's children will enjoy not only this trilogy, but also the adventures yet to come in the continually unfolding Star Wars universe. George Lucas. So you're like, okay, final time, well, maybe a new format comes. No, this is it. So let's pop out what we got here. I loved these things when it came out, watched them up and down. They include an interview, a 3-part interview with George Lucas from Leonard Maltin. And it came out, and here's the side. Back. Nice little packaging. I remember going to get this. My mother took me. We went to a couple places. They didn't have it. And we ended up getting at Target, getting this box set. Because we were at a place and we were going to pick them up just singular, but they were missing The Empire Strikes Back, I believe. So we went to another place to try. We can go back. There was plenty of the first two, whatever. And get Empire later. But I remember it drove me freaking nuts. So Target we couldn't find, but they said like their computer said they had it or something like that. So the guy was radioing someone in the warehouse or something. Here's The Empire Strikes Back, and he kept calling it on the radio the Star Wars Trilogy. I was like, Trilogy. There's no ology. Trilogy is what he kept calling it. It drove me nuts. So if you want to drive me bad, he calls something like Trilogy. He's like, yeah, the Star Wars Trilogy. Dude, this is a thing you're selling. Star Wars, but different times, man. There's different times. But yeah, he kept calling it the Star Wars Trilogy. You're probably sick of me saying it, so I'll stop saying it. But this is what these look like. And of course, look, it's not rewound. All right, but interesting stuff. They had cleaned up. They tried their best to get the see-through cockpits gone, everything like that. There's a lot of mastering. He has always tinkered with these movies, not just for special editions and the Blu-rays. This is it. This is the special editions. What we talked about. This is the versions of the film we talked about this week. And I have silver packaging. When this came out, I went to Suncoast because I wanted the letterboxed version, and I had to special order the letterboxed version. It's not like when DVD came out and they give you either or, which, side note, when Star Wars came out on DVD for the first time, I was in college, and I went with my friend Clint. We went at midnight to get them, and we went to Walmart because that was where we went to college. That was the only place open at midnight to sell them. Like Circuit City didn't open at midnight for them. Best Buy didn't do it. And nope, went to Walmart. And I go to Walmart a lot at midnight to pick up movies because I was a late night kid, and picking up a DVD and watching it at midnight, cool stuff, man. So we get there and we're in the line. First person goes, okay, what do you want? Do you want widescreen or full frame? And the guy's like, full frame. And the whole line, we all booed him. We were all like, boo! Great moment. Great moment. There's also a story about a man apart, but that's for another day. In waiting at midnight for Walmart. But yeah, booing him. But let's get back to the VHS. So I had to get these from Suncoast. I had to go pick it up. It was there the day of. Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition. I believe the trailers are on here. I'd have to pop them in to let them know, but these came in silver rather than gold, which I believe is the same for the DVDs when those came out. So here we are with the Star Wars Special Edition, which I really like this poster from, oh gosh, I'll come up with it later. I can't remember. I have a whole coffee table book on him. Juice Drusen, that's right. He did these. Brilliant poster artist. Here we are, Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition widescreen version. And I remember I talked to a friend when we got these because he also got the widescreen because we were the two kids in our school that cared about that. And we're like, dude, these look like they were shot last year. They look so good. Oh my gosh. Pretty excited about this. I don't think there are any changes from theater to home video on these. If there were, they were minuscule. Empire Strikes Back. I think the trailer was the only thing they added to that. I don't think there were any interviews or anything. And then finally, Return of the Jedi Special Edition, which Friday you'll hear us talk about Jedi Rocks, which is Jedi Sucks. It's a terrible edition. One of the worst things that ever happened to Star Wars. I said that, yes. To this day, so bad. Rise of Skywalker is better than that trailer. So, or that change. But here we are. So that is the Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition. And let's see here. That's how we roll here. Some vintage Star Wars home media, which I'm sure many of you owned or had or reflect upon. Anybody still watch those on their VHSs? Who knows? Some might, because it might be the only way they have these. And yeah, so that does it again for this week. I don't know if I'll have stuff for you next week. We shall see. It might be a week off for 4K BLUsday. Not for the show. It'll return tomorrow. You get Old Space Show. Then Friday, the Jedi Rocks video. And then next week, I'll just throw it out here. Jessica and I are doing more commercials. And I'm continuing to work on stuff for the summer for the show, which is proving pretty exciting. So, thank you for tuning in. What'd you like most about this today? Were you a fan of Doctor Who Flux? I was. Do you like the changes in Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition? Yes and no? Maybe so. And how about these figures? Cool stuff. So, thank you for watching. Have yourself a nice evening, morning, day, 2025, when you're watching this or something. Who knows? Thanks for checking in, and remember, stay film positive.
Thank you for listening. The Brandon Peters Show is a Creative Zombie Studios production. Produced by Brad Shoemaker and Brandon Peters. Written and edited by Brandon Peters. Announcer vocals by Jessica Alsman. Theme song by Metavari. Web design and show art by Brad Shoemaker with Brandon Peters. All music and clips featured in the episode are property of their respective studios, and no infringement is intended. Additional information on this and other episodes at BrandonPetersShow.com. For any inquiries, press opportunities, or sponsorship, contact mail at BrandonPetersShow.com. The show is available on Apple Music, Spotify, or anywhere podcasts are found.